from a young age, I always wanted to be a model. I just didn't have the typical body type and was on the shorter end of the spectrum. Just becoming more confident, taking it day by day, going into new fields and trying out new things. I just love it. It makes me happy saying I'm just doing what I love and having fun with it.
Hi everyone, my name is Taylor Lane. I am your Maxim Cover Girl host, and I'm here today with one of our top 3 finalists for the Icon competition, Eileen. We are so excited to have you here today, and I cannot wait to ask you some of these questions and see what your photos turn out to be after your photo shoot.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. I can't wait to go shoot.
We're here in Miami. We're having a fun photo shoot, but we also have this podcast episode to answer a couple questions, allow myself and the audience to get to know you a little bit better, as well as just to give some insight as to what this journey has become for you. So Eileen, what made you want to become a model, and how did you get to where we are today?
So from a young age, I always wanted to be a model. I just didn't have the typical body type and was on the shorter end of the spectrum for the size. So I got told a lot in the industry. But then life took me into a different direction. I pursued biotech, and now I started my own fashion brand. So I can also do modeling myself. And then I also do content creation on the side as well, which is another route of today's day and age of modeling.
It's amazing that you started your own brand. You could be the face of the brand and also be an indicator for so many more aspiring models that you don't have to fit this certain box, or, you can pave the way for your own success. And that's what I love about this specific competition, is that we don't have any specific requirements. We're welcoming everybody to join this journey. Now, in terms of your experience with the Maxim Icon competition, was there a moment throughout this whole process where you're like, okay, this is what I'm supposed to be doing?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, now in today's day and age, the whole body type, typical model standards are totally changing. So it's nice that Maxim is open to having all these different body types, different heights, all these big diversity of women.
So what made you feel like, okay, this is what I'm supposed to be doing?
I just love it. It makes me happy. I don't need to be signed with the biggest brands or anything. I'm just doing what I love and having fun with it.
And that's exactly how you are going to be successful, is by following your passions, pursuing your dreams. And, since you are a fashion designer, whether it's a model or maybe a designer that you aspire, who's someone in this fashion industry that you look up to?
Ooh. So I have more of a streetwear style, I feel like. I actually follow a lot of more men's style influence, like streetwear. That's like how I would just define my style, is a edgy streetwear. So like Dennis Rodman is one of them that always has the most exotic clothes, but he's just so himself, true to himself, and I love that.
He is very authentic to who he is, and he definitely has really cool style. So that's not maybe someone I would expect to be a response from you, and I love that. I love that it's a little bit different than what we could maybe think you would say.
Yeah, it's kind of strange that I look to men's fashion for inspiration. I think it's just because I love that streetwear and edgy look, but I feel like a lot of mine have been like the Instagram league fits too, where they just post, it's a bunch of athlete outfits. But I get a lot of inspiration from that because I love oversized jeans and then just edgy pieces, and they really kill it with that.
I love that. It's nice to have a switch up on maybe an answer that, like I said, we would traditionally expect to hear something a little bit different. Now, in terms of this whole experience, what has this Maxim Icon competition meant to you throughout your whole journey?
It's been stressful. The whole
Fair.
Yeah, it was very stressful, but I'm very proud of it because the whole iconic symbolization behind it, being a woman that doesn't have a typical body type for modeling, and then also I work in biotech too, so the entrepreneur side, biotech, and then modeling too. It kind of just brings out an iconic vibe, I guess.
Definitely have your hands full, a lot of different hands in different areas. And it's amazing to see that you're so multifaceted. Not only can you be a model and represent these incredible brands, but you also have a very smart brain to you as well to be in biotech, that not many women can say that they are in that industry and in that field. So now in terms of, this whole experience, you mentioned it was stressful, and we understand there is a lot of pressure throughout this whole competition. How has this allowed you to step out of your comfort zone?
Well, I haven't really done a competition more so like this. So it was kind of new to me with how to keep getting people to vote and just be up to date on everything, and seeing all the other women in it too. It's been such diversity and so fun.
So throughout this whole experience, obviously you've had to put yourself, like we've mentioned, in uncomfortable situations. You've been a little stressed out, but how has this changed the way that you view yourself as a model?
Always growing. So just becoming more confident, taking it day by day, going into new fields and trying out new things.
I love that. And I think as someone who is in fashion, but also maybe someone who enjoys science, I want to ask you in terms of like a beauty or confidence tip, maybe what's something that you can share with some of our viewers in terms of something that you do that makes you feel good for yourself.
Never compare yourself to anyone, whether it's about physical traits or in your job, working your way up. Just don't even go into comparisons. You'll get so much confidence from that.
And comparison's really hard, and I fall into it at times. I'm sure you can experience it every now and then too. It's a really hard thing that you have to stop yourself from doing, and especially with social media, we have to remember it's just a highlight reel. Like we talked a little bit offline before about just things that are going on in my life outside of what we're doing here today, and you just never know what's happening behind the scenes. So you can't compare yourself. You always need to put your best foot forward, and remember, at the end of the day, if you do want to like be in a competition, it should be you against you.
Definitely,
always evolving, like you mentioned.
Yeah, that's number one.
Now, in terms of your career as a model evolving, if you had to say one of your like dream runway campaigns or maybe a brand photo shoot that you would love to be a part of one day, who is a brand or a designer that comes to mind?
Ooh. Well, as I was saying, I have that edgy side, the streetwear. Chrome Hearts is definitely up that alley. Very streetwear. They have very good leather work, and I love all their designs. They would probably be up there, yeah.
That would be incredible, and I'm sure those shows are really fun, too. They're not like your traditional shows, maybe a little bit more like buttoned up or whatever. They probably have some funk and fun to them.
Yeah, I would love to be a part of that.
Now, in terms of our community here, a lot of our models are aspiring models. They're new to this industry. So as someone who is both in fashion and someone who is also a finalist here at the Maxim Icon competition, what's some advice you have for aspiring models?
Don't let no get you down. You will be told no so many times, but just keep going. Don't compare yourself to anyone else's journey, as we were talking about before. Best tip, don't compare yourself, and just don't let no hurt your ego.
That's a good one, because no can definitely hurt to hear it
sometimes.
But if you would have really stuck with that no's, all the no's that you've received in the past, you wouldn't be where you are right now.
No, always take the risk. I always love putting myself out there, and the worst thing that can happen is they say no.
that really is the worst thing that can happen. The best thing is that they say yes.
Yeah, exactly. That's all you need, one yes.
So in terms of yes, because obviously your community, your support system got you to where you are right now, and we are on set. We're about to have a really amazing photo shoot with you. What does this experience mean to you? What would it mean for you to be a Maxim model?
Oh, it would be incredible. Just everything the brand represents, from high fashion to accepting all women, diversity. It would be a dream.
Speaking of dream, I'm sure the cash prize is something that's pretty exciting too. So what do you see yourself doing with those winnings?
Honestly, I am not a big buyer in things. Like, I'm not going to go buy a designer bag or anything. My money would go to probably my brand, first off, because getting the capital for that is very difficult. So brand, give some to my parents for sure. I got to give back to them. And then probably invest the rest.
Smart.
Yeah.
I love how you're picking avenues that are going to help your future just become brighter. Obviously, giving back to your parents is very wonderful, but fueling your brand for a successful route to come is very aspiring.
Yeah.
Now, I have some quick fire questions for you. So these are no thinking, just cut to the point. Heels or sneakers?
Sneakers.
I knew that was going to be the response, and it makes sense with everything that you mentioned about your style. What about a pump-up song before a photo shoot?
Oof, anything Toby Keith.
Oh,
I love
R.I.P. I love Toby Keith too.
I saw his last concert in Vegas.
Oh, wow. What's your favorite song by him?
Oof,
There's a lot
Whiskey
of good ones.
girl. Probably.
Okay. Yeah.
I like whiskey.
Oh, you do?
I
Okay.
do,
That
yeah.
wasn't a question on my interview, but good to know for the viewers. And good to know for maybe a dream campaign that you would love to do in the future.
I know.
Yeah.
Angel's Envy, Woodford Reserve.
Give her a call.
Yeah.
Now, my last question for you. If you were to teleport anywhere right now for a photo shoot, where are you going?
Antarctica. So I went to Antarctica in January, and it's been my favorite place I've ever traveled to.
Wow.
It is so beautiful, so well preserved, and how many people have done photo shoots down there? So
probably not enough.
Yeah.
So I think that would be an amazing and talk about iconic place to have a shot. And it's amazing that you mentioned that it's preserved. There's probably amazing wildlife.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
How long were you there for?
2.5 weeks, I think.
But it wasn't enough.
Yeah, no, I definitely would love to go back.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, hope to see you in Antarctica one day.
Yeah.
And Eileen, thank you so much for sharing all this about you. It's been a pleasure getting to chat with you and having the Maxim community learn more about you. If you want to share your handles so all of our cover girls can follow you.
Yeah, at Eileen Hayman.
All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us, and I cannot wait to see you on set.
Thank you so much for having me.
Bye, guys.
Bye.